Amid a battle against surging coronavirus infections, India began its booster program for frontline workers and those aged above the age of 60. Healthcare workers and senior citizens queued up outside vaccination centers across the country to receive the third dose of the coronavirus vaccine. Nearly 500,000 doses were administered by Monday afternoon. An estimate of 10.5 million healthcare and 19 million frontline workers, along with over 27 million comorbid people in the 60-plus age group, are estimated to be administered the precautionary dose. The precautionary shots drive began as daily COVID-19 infections in the country surged to over 179,000, which is the highest since May of 2021, and nearly an eightfold increase in a week. All states and union territories have been asked to keep a daily watch on oxygen beds, ICU beds, and ventilators. The state of Maharashtra continues to remain the worst hit, with over 44,000 COVID cases reported in the last 24 hours. COVID cases in Uttar Pradesh, where elections are due next month, have seen a jump of 1,330%. Over 7,600 fresh coronavirus infections have been reported in just 24 hours, which is 13 times of the number of cases last week. Hospitalizations, while still relatively low, are also beginning to rise in major cities, including the national capital of Delhi. The government said that the country is witnessing a 5 to 10% hospitalization rate in the third wave. The government also said that considering the dynamic and evolving situation, the need of hospital care may change rapidly. During the second wave, hospitalization rate in India was in the range of 20 to 30%. So far, experts believe India is better prepared than it was last year when the Delta variant overwhelmed hospitals. In March last year, when cases spiked, not even 1% of India's population was fully vaccinated. About 47% of its population is now fully vaccinated. Although the Omicron variant seems to cause less severe illness than the Delta variant, health systems in India said that it is still recovering from the previous Delta wave and could still become strained. For more on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, has sent us this report from New Delhi. Take a look.
India has seen increased number of COVID cases. Majority of them are Omicron. But of course, we know that worry is that even as the crisis spread, it is the hospitalization rate that is the chief concern now. Of course, we know that the Indian government, the Indian Health Ministry has said that the services of the final year MBBS students will be taken when it comes to dealing with this crisis. And even as this is something that has been put on the table and has been asked for implementation, India is vaccinating more and more people. From today, the precautionary jabs for healthcare workers, the frontline workers, and of course, people above the age of 60 has started in hospitals across the country. Last week, we saw for the teenagers, the vaccination started. But when it comes to precautionary jab, this, of course, is the booster jab which is being given. And the focus is primarily to make sure that more and more population when it comes to dealing with the COVID crisis is immune and is able to withstand this ongoing crisis, something that has been going for over 2 years now. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibal for WION in New Delhi.
WION's correspondent Idris Lone also got us this report from a vaccination center. Take a look.
The Jammu and Kashmir government has rolled out the booster dose vaccination for people above the age of 60, the health workers as well as the frontline workers. We are in the police control rooms, hospital. As you can see, there are a number of policemen here who are getting booster shots today during the drive. There are around 317,000 frontline workers who will be getting vaccinated during this period. If we talk about health workers, there will be more than 1 lakh health workers who will be getting a booster shot. If we talk about the total number of beneficiaries, people above the age of 60, there will be more than 260,000. Around 688,000 in total will be getting these booster shots across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has been at the forefront if we talk about the vaccination drives. More than 90% of the population was vaccinated within the record time in the first and the second dose in the last 1 year. And in this third booster dose as well, we are seeing a number of people coming forward and getting vaccinated. The Jammu and Kashmir government says despite the harsh weather, snowfall, the vaccination drive is being carried out across the Union Territory in every district of Jammu and Kashmir. With video journalist Feroz Idris Loan for WION World is One.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.